I think all we have to know about alliances and friendships is that friends stand together. They don't care about the world. Israel has never had that, but we've always sought that. It was a kind of idol worship of the mind, like maybe you'd find in Ezekiel chapter 14. The only friend Israel has is the Creator, who chose Israel for the purpose of redeeming his creation and making it a commonwealth of brotherhood. Friendship is implicit. So as soon as Jews and Israelis grasp the meaning of this, we'll realize that we only have one friend, and that's our rock. That's our Creator. Call him what you want. Abba Shamayim, Shechina, Ruach, Eibishter, God, the Creator. It's all the same. We've talked about this. The point is to be in the same spiritual dimension with our Creator. When we're one and we're pleasing God, then He's happy with us. Then automatically we're earning, because the Father wants to give you all the blessings He has for us. The victories, the freedom from want of anything. The nations know that now that Israel is in our homeland, in our God divinely chosen homeland of Israel, and that we're succeeding and defeating all enemies. They know that the time that at least they read about in the Bible is actualizing before our eyes. We Jews are apparently the most asleep ones, and we're still looking for friendship from them when this is the same role they've played in the Second World War and whenever else. We don't care about their friendship. That's not what's supposed to happen. Vayiru amei haaretz ki shem Adonai nikra aleinu v'yaru mimecha. And the nations of the world will see that the name of God is called upon us, and they will fear us. Part of the prophecies is that we live forever. Isaiah talks about annulling the covenant with death. This appears in concept in Deuteronomy, in other prophets. We get this. We also get the assets of the entire world, because God will not give them rain unless they pour their assets into our land. It's a very nice thing, but we have to earn it. And so far we haven't. We've been tantalized and brainwashed with a concept that the rabbis tell us not to believe in. Miracles. That our secular leaders tell us not to believe in. The miracles. But this is explicitly the birthright of the people of Israel. If you read Deuteronomy 28, you see what the blessings and the curses are. You see it over and over and over again. You can go to my first lesson, that YouTube channel, Israel Reclaiming the Birthright, and you'll see. The reason I'm making this lesson 33 is to point you back and have you read so that you're more confident. We don't have a choice now. We're going to get all the blessings, and it includes making God happy, or the other prophecies that we've discussed, which are pretty nasty and gruesome, can happen. We got tastes of them. The rock, the Creator, is our only friend. We have to earn these blessings. We're going to return to Him anyway. We've discussed some of these passages. Jeremiah 54, the people of Israel are going to come looking for Zion, and we're going to make a perpetual covenant that will not be forgotten. So we're doing the tshuva. Hosea says we'll be trembling and crawling and weeping, looking for David our king and our God. What's going to make you Israelis and Jews tremble? Isaiah 6:13, where 10% of us are left, that'll do it, won't it? But it doesn't have to come to that. Zechariah also, 13:8, 3/4 of us, 2/3 of us are going to die. We don't need this. We're already heartbroken. We're already heartbroken. I mean, we need something devastating. Don't we get the idea? Anyway, so it's not a big deal to please God. All we have to do is look at the written Tanach and live it. We don't have to do a lot of crazy things. Keep ourselves healthy. We have that indomitable love of God and our people that we talked about. And we do what's upright, just, and walk humbly with our Creator. We are destined, as it says in Micha, to be the lions in the diaspora, ripping apart the peoples of the nations. We're getting there. We're starting to see that we have to defend ourselves every place. But the full measure of blessings is when we're occupying the land from the river to the sea, meaning the Euphrates to the Mediterranean, and north and south quite a bit. And the whole world is fine with it because we're governing them and giving them a better life than they could imagine having, except for the tyrants and the Amalekites. And we're supposed to depose of them. That's part of the mission of sanitizing the world from evil. And all the nations that are filled with evil want to make sure we don't succeed. Actually, having a state of our own that we got after the UN vote, on November 29th, 1947, made the world crazy. They actually thought that it would be impossible, inconceivable for the Jewish people to come back to their own land, to our own land. And when it happened, wow, it rattled their cage. And they started trying to sabotage us from the very beginning. We talked about some of this stuff. But anyway, I don't know what more to say except that voluntary compliance is a good thing to do. And if you're unsure about the nature of the religion that we have, there's history that you need to learn about. We talked about the effects of the Enlightenment and how when Emperor Franz Joseph and Napoleon Bonaparte gave us civil liberties, most Jews bolted. They defected from the tyranny of the brainwashing rabbis. And the rabbis still, give themselves credit for keeping the people of Israel together. Really? What is it, like 10% that are observant because they can't tolerate their insanities? And we discussed some of this stuff. So we're going to comply. It's better to comply voluntarily. If you want a little bit more information about this subject, I recommend watching the YouTube podcast with Nehemiah Gordon, who's a Jewish Karaite, and a young rabbi, Israel Horowitz. They get it. They really get it. Anyway, may God bless us with the fortitude to bear the heartbreak that we're bearing and to fight on and to become at one with our Creator so that the blessings we get give us freedom from want and a quality of life that we've only found written in the Tanach. But have a good night, and we'll see you next time, God willing.